अलैकुम मैम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। So the exercise I have given to you, is it done? Or is there any problem? So will you please try this one? I need the number of real root of the function fx is equal to 1 minus x minus cos 3x. Are you trying to draw these graphs?
Yes, ma'am.
So to draw cos x, what is the way? First of all, cos x is a periodic function. What is the period of cos x? 0 to 2 pi. What is the highest value? Highest value is 1, lowest value is -1. So you need to mark these two values because I cannot exceed these two values. Then I need the point at 0, then I need the point at pi by 2, then pi, then 3 pi by 2, and then 2 pi. So if I can draw the graph in between this 0 to 2 pi interval, then I can draw the whole one. So you know that at the point 0, the functional value is cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 2 is
1.
0,
Oh, cos pi by
cos
2.
pi is -1, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, and cos 2 pi is again 1. So this is the graph.
ম্যাম এখানে cos-এর আগে তো একটা মাইনাস আছে ম্যাম।
I'm just drawing the graph of cos x. Isn't? So this is the graph of cos x in between the interval of 0 to 2 pi, because we know that cos x is a periodic function and the period is 2 pi. So what will I do now? I'll just draw the same interval. So 2 pi plus 2 pi is 4 pi. On that side, that should be minus 2 pi. Then it should be minus 4 pi. So whatever you have, just copy and paste. So copy and paste. So this is the part. And again copy and paste. Then again copy and paste. So this is the graph of cos x. Okay. So this is the way to draw the periodic functions. So we have drawn the graph of cos x. So now if it is 3 cos x, what will be the difference? What will be the difference in the graph? We just need to replace the highest and lowest values with 3 and -3, and that's your graph. Isn't it?
Yes.
Because whatever the value of cos x we have, that should be multiplied with 3. So the graph will just to be extended to 3 and -3. That will be the only difference. But if I have cos 3x by 2, then what?
The value of x-axis will be changed.
So if it is 3x by 2, simply, okay, let's start with, say it is x by 2. So what will be the change? Previously, the value was, say, cos pi by 2 was 1. Now it should be what? Cos 2 pi by 2. So what it becomes? Cos pi is equals to what? What will be the value of cos pi?
Is -1.
Minus 1. That means it will be shifted from 2 pi to pi. So the change is basically if the angle is divided here, you need to shift it to multiplication. That means division to multiplication. So previously, if your theta was pi by 2, now it should be 2 theta, as it should be 2 into pi by 2, that is pi. Okay, so I'll you can just draw it first, then I will compare two of these graphs. So draw it first. So what will be cos x by 2? So this is 1 minus 1. Now you need to draw y is equals to cos x by 2. So when x is 0, what is the value of y? Cos 0 is
1.
1. So this is the point 1. Then next point is pi by 2. So when it is pi by 2, what is the value of y? What is the value of y? Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 or root 3 by 2?
1 by root 2.
1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 should be somewhere here. So I don't want that value. So I am just keeping that one. So next value I want to have, that is for cos pi. So when it is cos pi, so cos pi by 2. So what is the value cos pi by 2? Cos pi by 2 is 0. Let me see, previously the same values here for cos 0, the value is 0, but the value what you get, 1, the value that you get at 0, that for pi by 2, now it becomes what? It becomes pi. আমরা আগে পাই বাই 2 এর জন্য যে ভ্যালুটা পেয়েছি, এখন আমি পাই এর জন্য সেই ভ্যালুটা পাচ্ছি। তাহলে অ্যাঙ্গেলটা কি দিয়ে গুণ হয়েছে? অ্যাঙ্গেলটা কি দিয়ে গুণ হয়েছে? 2 দিয়ে গুণ হয়েছে। Done?
Yes, miss.
So next the value was cos 3 pi by 2. So I don't want that value now. I want the next value. So next value is for cos 2 pi. So for cos 2 pi, what you get? Cos 2 pi is cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. That means the value that we get for pi, now I am getting the value for what? For 2 pi here. Okay, so this becomes this. So obviously it must complete a full curve. So obviously it will go like this. So what is the common sense says? That pi by 2 becomes pi. Pi becomes 2 pi. So 3 pi by 2 becomes what? 3 pi by 2 becomes what?
Minus
3
1.
pi.
0,
And
0.
2 pi becomes 4 pi. So what is the change in the angle? Previously, the period was from 0 to 2 pi. Now the period becomes 0 to 4 pi. And all the angles multiplied with what? 2. All the angles multiplied with 2. So see, pi by 2 becomes pi. Pi becomes 2 pi. 3 pi by 2 becomes 3 pi. 2 pi becomes 4 pi. So now if I want to draw the next portion, that means 4 pi plus 4 pi, that should be 8 pi minus 4 pi. So again copy and paste, copy and paste. So that is the graph of y equals to cos x by 2. Cos x by 2. So when it is divided, the theta is division. Theta, the basic theta was x, and the new theta was x by 2. So what we have done, we have multiplied the basic angles with 2. That means opposite. Division to multiplication. So now if I have to draw y is equals to cos 2x, then what will be the change? What do you think?
তখন ভাগ হয়ে যাবে।
Then it should be divided. So our basic angles were 0. So 0, pi by 2. So it should be divided. So pi by 4. Then pi should be pi by 2. Then 3 pi by 2. So that should be 3 pi by 4. And 2 pi, that should be pi. And the curve is same. That means this one is the curve. So now the period should be pi to 2 pi minus 2 pi. So that's what you should learn in math 1, that stretching and shrinking of the curve. শিখেছিস নিশ্চয়ই?
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
So previously when the angle is divided, that means the angle gets smaller, the curve basically shrinking. It's just minimizing the term, and when it is multiplied, the angle is multiplied, that means the angle gets bigger, then it is stretched. So this is the shrinking and stretching of the curve. So the same format we are going to apply here. So first of all, we'll draw the basic curve. So first of all, we are going to draw the basic curve. So this is 1, the highest value, and lowest value is -1, as nothing is multiplied, so I'm not going to change this one. So then I need the value of pi by 2, then I need the value of pi, then I need the value of 3 pi by 2, and then I need the value of pi. So draw the graph. This first step. So now this is the angle is multiplied, so the whole term should be what? Divided, isn't? So pi by 2, that will convert to pi by 6. That will convert to pi by 3. That will convert to pi by 2, and that will convert to pi by 3. So that was pi by that was previously pi by 2. That was pi. That was 3 pi by 2. And that was 2 pi. So that should be divided by 3. So pi by 6. That should be divided by 3. So pi by 3. That should be divided by 3. So 3 cancel out, only pi by 2 and 2 pi by 3. So any question till this one? কারো কোনো question আছে? So 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3, what is the? Two pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3. So what is the next interval? 4 pi by 3, isn't? So that should be 4 pi by 3. Next one should be minus 4 pi by 3. So draw it. So the graph of cos 3x is done. This is the graph of cos 3x. So now I need to draw the graph of 1 minus x. 1 minus x. So for cos x, you have taken the values with respect to pi. With respect to pi. But when we are going to draw the graph of 1 minus x, obviously we're not going to take pi. So the pi should be converted to the numerical values. So for numerical values, pi is equals to what? What is the numerical value of pi?
$3.14.
So 3.14 divided by 6, what is the value? .14 divided by 6, the value is
0.523.
0.52. So the first point we can consider that one is 0.520. Pi by 3 is 1 point.
1.047.
So we can write 1.05. Pi by 2 is
1.57.
2 pi by 3 is
2.09.
so these are the numerical values. So now we need to draw the line y equals to 1 minus x. So if x is 0, y is 1. If y is 0, what is the value? X is 1, isn't?
Yes, ma'am.
X is 0, y is 1. Y is 0, then minus 1, minus minus cancel out, so 1. So I have 2 points. So 1 point is here. This one is the point 0, 1. Another point is 1, 0. If this is 1.05, so somewhere should be here. So this is my graph. Yes? So how many real roots are there in this function?
দুইটা
The function fx equals to 0 has infinite roots because cos x is a periodic function. It will go continue like this. So obviously it has infinite roots, but only 2 roots are real. Only 2 roots are real. So next is, so we have find out the number of real roots in the function. So this one is the first one because the intersecting point is this one, and this one is the second one. So now can you guess what will be the interval of the root? For the first root, what will be the interval of the root? Obviously it is after 0. So if we think that x1 is a root, so it should be in between 0 to 0.52. Is it? Because this point is obviously before pi by 6. That means that is the range. We can think that the root is here. And the next root is? Obviously it should be after pi by 3 and before pi by 2.
By 2.
So this is the next range. So how it can be confirmed that the interval that you have taken it is correct? How can it be confirmed?
এই দুইটার মান বসাই যদি যদি আর কি এই দুইটার মানের গুণফল যদি মাইনাস হয় তাহলে
Very good. So the functional value at the ending points of the boundary or boundary at the boundary points of the interval must produce a negative value after multiplication. Isn't? So f of a into f of b is less than 0. So whenever you are doing the calculation, your calculator should be in which mode? Degree or radian?
Radian যেহেতু এখানে
Radian. So if the calculator is in radian mode, it will not be a trouble for us to have the values, numerical values. But if the calculator is in degree mode, obviously when you are evaluating the trigonometric function, the number or the root or the calculations will not be exact. So it will be wise to convert your calculator to radian mode whenever you are trying to solve any numerical value problems. সো আমরা যখনই নিউমেরিক্যাল পরীক্ষা দিতে বসবো বা অঙ্ক করতে বসবো সবার আগে আমি কি করব ক্যালকুলেটরটাকে রেডিয়ান মোডে কনভার্ট করে নিব বিকজ নর্মাল নিউমেরিক্যাল ক্যালকুলেশনে রেডিয়ান মোড কোনো ট্রাবল ক্রিয়েট করে না বাট যদি তুমি ট্রিগোনোমেট্রিক ফাংশন ক্যালকুলেট করতে যাও তাহলে রেডিয়ান মোডে না থাকলে তোমার ভ্যালুটা এক্স্যাক্ট আসবে না সো আই হোপ অল অফ ইউ নো হাউ টু কনভার্ট ইউর ক্যালকুলেটর টু রেডিয়ান মোড
yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So everyone, please try it now. If you can't, just ask. So f of 0, what is the value of f of 0? What is f of 0?
Ma'am, 0.
What is the value of f of 0? Cos 0 is 1.
Cos 0 is 1
1
and
minus
0.
1 minus 1 0. Minus 0 is 0. So is it a positive value or negative value? Zero is a positive value or negative value?
ম্যাম আমাদের ইয়েতে ছিল তো ম্যাম লেস দেন 0 তাহলে ম্যাম এখানে এটা পজিটিভ হিসেবে কাউন্ট হবে না
Just in general, 0 is a positive value or negative value?
একটাও না ম্যাম
Non-negative value.
So that it is known as the neutral value. That means some cases it should be considered as positive, but to be in the safe side, it is a neutral value. Because if you are multiplying with any positive or negative number, you will not be able to find that it is a positive or negative number. It will produce a 0. So whenever you have some values like this, don't go with that boundary point. Don't go with that boundary point. So rather than this, I will go for just have a look at the graph. So the root is near to 0 or near to 0.52?
Near to 0.5.
So if you want to be in the safe side, you can just take 0.1 or 0.2, whatever you feel free. So I will go for 0.2. So what is the value of f of 0.2? The value of f of 0.2 is
minus 0.025
minus, that is negative or positive, that is enough for us. And if it is f of 0.52, 0.52 is, okay, give me the value. What is the value of f of 0.2?
ম্যাম minus 0.025
0.02. Okay, that should be okay. And 0.52 is, f of 0.52 is
0.469
0.469. So, okay, so one value is positive, another value is negative. So it holds the root.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can say that the root is in the interval of 0.2 to 0.52. And for this one, so f of 1.05 and f of 1.57. So the values are
1.05 একটা হবে ম্যাম 0.949
949, and next one is
minus 0.567.
so yes, that one is correct because one is positive, another one is negative. So we have the root in between the interval 1.05 to 1.57. Done. Okay. So usually at the exam, we are not going to have a graph like this. That means on an MCQ exam, cause or sign. But you need to know the concept. That's why I showed. Because many problems in the exercise will be there. In assignment, maybe I can give you a question like this. So, okay. So, you know what? That if we have an interval, say that 0.2 to 0.5, we find out that f of 0.2 is equals to negative and f of 0.5 is positive. So what is the way to minimize the interval? We're going to choose any random points, isn't it? So say we're choosing 0.3, say just randomly, no rules are here, nothing is there. So f of 0.3, what is the value of f of 0.3?
$0.078.
That means positive. So where the root lies? In the interval of 0.2 to 0.3 or 0.3 to 0.5?
And 0.2 to 0.3.
This one, this is the interval that where the root lies. So now I want to make the interval little bit more placer. So can I take 0.27? Or can I take
No,
0.25? So I'll check the value of f of 0.25. So the value is what?
0.018.
Positive. So now where the root lies? The root lies in the interval of 0.25 to 0.3 or 0.2 to 0.25?
একদম বাম দিকে ম্যাম 0.2 to 0.25.
So, okay. So that is how we are minimizing the interval. So first of all, we think that the root is in the interval of 0.2 to 0.5 because f of 0.2 into f of 0.5 is less than 0. Then we choose that randomly, we choose a point 0.3 and we find out that f of 0.2 into f of 0.3 is less than 0. So we minimize the root interval to 0.2 to 0.3. Then we take the next interval because we find out that f of 0.2 into f of 0.25 is less than 0. So we are choosing the interval as 0.2 to 0.25. So that is the way to minimize the length of the interval. So I hope you get the way or procedure how to minimize the length of the interval.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is what you have done randomly. That means we didn't follow any procedure. We didn't follow any procedure. We just follow our instincts and choose some points and try to minimize the interval. But obviously all the time we cannot go like this as we are doing some math problems or we are mathematicians. So we need a specific way. So the first specific way is known as bisection method. Bisection method. So as I always say that in the name the characteristic is hidden. So bisection, what does it mean?
ম্যাম দুইটা সেকশনে ভাগ করে এই কাজটা করতে হবে।
By, that means your sections should be separated in two parts. And when you're saying that by section, that means two parts must be equal. Two parts must be equal. So a section must be divided into two parts with equal length. So this is a section, 0.2 to 0.4. This is a section. Okay. So I need to divide it into half, that means two parts with equal length. So what should I do? What will I do? 0.4 plus 0.2, that is the whole length. The whole length should be divided by 2, isn't? So what is the value? 0.6 by 2, that is equals to 0.3. So this is my point where the whole section is divided into two equal parts. Yes or no?
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
So that is the method. That means whatever the section you have, say the functional value at 0.2 is positive and functional value at 0.4 is negative. That means first of all, from the graphical method, we need to choose an interval which will hold the root. Which will hold the root. Okay, say the root is here. Say this is my root x. So I need to approach to that root with the help of bisection method. So how will you do it? We will divide the whole section into two equal parts, two equal lengths, by having the midpoint. So that is the way to have the midpoint. Because if you're going to divide the section into two equal parts, you need to have the midpoint. So that is the method. So bisection method is a plus b by 2, which is the new point x, new root x, and x is the element of a and b. That means we need to have an interval which holds the root, and the interval is a and b, and bisection method is with the help of the midpoint, that is a plus b by 2, we are going to reach to the new root. So say obviously the functional value of 0.3 should be negative. So in that interval the root is here. So previously our interval was 0.2 to 0.4. Then by checking the functional values, we have concluded that the root is in between the interval 0.2 to 0.3. Then the next point should be in middle of this. So what is the midpoint? 0.2 plus 0.3 divided by 2. So that is 0.5 by 2. So that is 0.25. So the midpoint is 0.25. Done? So now in which interval do I have the root? In which interval do I have the root? Positive, positive or positive, negative?
ম্যাম পজিটিভ নেগেটিভ।
Positive, negative. So I need to check the functional value, and the functional value says that the root is in the interval of 0.25 to 0.3. So next we are going to apply the bisection method again. So obviously this should be my next midpoint, then this should be my next midpoint, then this should be my next midpoint. In that way, once I will approach to the root. I will approach to the root. So how will I understand that I have approached to the root? Because f of x then will not be positive or negative, that will be 0. At the root the functional value is what? At the root the functional value is
0।
0. So যখন কোনো পয়েন্টের জন্য আমি ফাংশনাল ভ্যালু পেয়ে যাব, দ্যাট মিন্স সেই x এর ভ্যালুটাই হচ্ছে আমার রুট। সেই x এর ভ্যালুটাই আমার কি? রুট। ডান? So that is bisection method. So what is bisection method? Is it clear? So as bisection method is very lengthy and it takes huge time to approach to the root. So that's why after that many other formulas or methods are introduced to find the root, such as the next method is secant method. Secant method. So say if I have 2 points x0, y0 and x1, y1, what is the second line passing through these 2 points? This is my graph. So these are the 2 points given. So do you know the equation of the second line passing through these 2 points?
Yes, miss.
What is it?
Miss, x minus x naught by x naught minus x1 equals to y minus y naught by y naught minus y1.
Very good. So this is another way you can say that this is the equation of the straight line. Okay. So if these 2 points are like this, x1, y1 and x2, y2, then the equation should be what? X minus x1 divided by x1 minus x2 is equals to y minus y1 divided by y1 minus y2. Isn't?
Yes, miss.
So at the root, what do you know? At the root, the value of y is 0. Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
And at the root, what is the root? The root is x. We need to find the value of x. So that means from that equation, I need the value of x, where y is 0. Done? So the same equation also can be written in the way that x minus x2 by x2 minus x1 is equals to y minus y2 by y2 minus y1. So y is 0. So x minus x2, x2 minus x1 is equals to y is 0. So 0 minus y2. y2 is basically the value of f of x2. Functional value at the point x2 is y2. So I'm writing it like this because I am trying to give a shape of a formula. So f of x2 minus f of x1. So now I'm trying to solve this equation for x. So x is equals to x2. On that side, that x2 will be positive. Then minus this minus sign. x2 minus x1 divided by f of x2 minus f of x1 into f of x2. So this is my new point. So if I want to write it like this, that f of xn plus 2 is equals to xn plus 1 minus xn plus 1 minus xn divided by f of xn plus 1 minus f of xn into f of xn. Say this point is x3. Can I write it like this? Can I write it like this?
Yes, miss.
So this is the formula for secant method. second method, the mathematical formula for second method. So what it said that, say this is my function, say this is my function fx. So what is the root? This is my desired point, that is the root. I need to go here. From the graphical method, I find out the interval. What is the interval? This one is x1, y1, and this one is x2, y2. আমরা y2 না লিখে f of x2 লিখি তাহলে আপনাদের ফর্মুলার সাথে রিলেট করতে ইজি হবে। So this point is x1, this point is x2. So we have the root x which is in the interval of x1 to x2. Is that okay? So I'm going to draw the second line. So I am going to draw the second line. So this is my second line. So if I'm going to take the midpoint, obviously at once I cannot come so near to the root. But if I draw the second line, usually we come very near to the root. So that is my new point, x3. That is my new point, x3. So this is the functional value x3, f of x3. Did I approach to the root? No, till now I didn't approach to the root. Then I will check the functional value. So these two values are negative, so the root doesn't lies in between this. These two values are opposite in sign. That means f of x3 is negative, f of x2 is positive. So the root lies in between this interval. So I'm drawing the second line again. So see, I have nearly approached to the root. So that is the way to approach to the root with the help of second line. আমি কি বোঝাতে পেরেছি? না বুঝলে বলেন, আমি আবার বোঝাবো।
ম্যাম আমার কল ড্রপ হয়ে গিয়েছিল, ম্যাম যদি আরেকবার একটু বলতেন, মানে n+2 এর পর থেকে। ম্যাম
n+2 আমরা ফর্মুলাটা দাঁড় করলাম, আমরা ফর্মুলাটা কিভাবে এসেছে আমি সেটা দেখালাম, ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল ক্যালকুলেশনটা। এখন আমি গ্রাফিক্যালি কিভাবে সেকেন্ড মেথডটা কাজ করে আমি সেটা বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছি। সো ফার্স্টে আমি একটা ইন্টারভ্যাল নিয়েছি, x is element of x1 to x2. So second line is basically the straight line that connects two line on the graph, 2 point on the graph. So this is the first point, this is the second point. So I connected these points and this is the line that I got. So that line cuts the x-axis at the point x3. So সেই x3 পয়েন্টে দেখো আমার রুটের খুব কাছে চলে গেছে, একবারেই লাফ দিয়ে রুটের কাছে চলে গেছে, কিন্তু বাইসেকশন হলে এত তাড়াতাড়ি রুটের কাছে যেতে পারতো না। ওকে, সো নেক্সট ইজ হোয়াট? সো আমি x3 তে আমি ফাংশনাল ভ্যালুটা চেক করলাম, এটা আমার ফাংশনাল ভ্যালু। আমি পেলাম f of x3 ভ্যালুটা নেগেটিভ আর f of x2 এর ভ্যালুটা পজিটিভ। দ্যাট মিন্স আমার রুটটা কোথায় আছে এখন? আমার রুট আছে হচ্ছে x3 থেকে x2 এর মধ্যে। সো আমি f of x3 আর f of x2 এই দুইটা পয়েন্টকে কানেক্ট করে আরেকটা সেকেন্ড লাইন আঁকলাম এবং আমি কি পেলাম যে সেই সেকেন্ড লাইনটা আমার রুটের উপর দিয়ে ঠিক ক্রস করে চলে গেছে। সো আমি যে নতুন পয়েন্টটা পাবো এখন, ধরো আমি এটা x1 পেয়েছিলাম, এখন এটা x3 পেয়েছিলাম, এখন এটা x4 পেলাম, এখন x5 পেলাম, তাহলে আমি কি পাবো? ফাংশন অফ f of 5 যখন আমি চেক করতে যাব তখন আমি ভ্যালুটা পেয়ে যাব 0। যখনই 0 পেয়ে যাব দ্যাট মিন্স কি আমি অলরেডি রুটে চলে এসেছি। Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the reason why we are using second method. So bisection method আর second method এর তফাৎটা কি? Bisection method আর second method এর তফাৎ হচ্ছে bisection method আমার একটাই মাধ্যম, আমি অর্ধেক অর্ধেক করে যেতে হবে, অর্ধেক অর্ধেক করে আসতে হবে, আর কোনো উপায় নেই। সো যদি রুট আমার এখানে হয় তো এটার হাফ এটা নিব, তারপরে এটার হাফ এটা নিব, সো হাফ 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 করে আগাতে হবে। সো দ্যাট ইজ আ ভেরি লেন্দি অ্যান্ড স্লো প্রসেস। বাট সেকেন্ড মেথডটা কিভাবে কাজ করে? সেকেন্ড মেথডটা আমার ডিরেক্টলি এক লাফ দিয়ে হয়তো রুটের কাছে চলে যাবে, খুব তাড়াতাড়ি রুটের কাছে চলে যেতে পারবে। সো দ্যাট ইজ দ্য বেনিফিট অফ হ্যাভিং দ্য সেকেন্ড মেথড। সো আমরা ভাইবার কোশ্চেন হতে পারে যে ওয়াই ইউ আর চুজিং সেকেন্ড মেথড? বিকজ ইট উইল ফাস্টেন দ্য প্রসেস টু ফাইন্ড দ্য রুট। Bisection method is the most ancient method and till now many works are done with the help of bisection methods, such as in statistics. They are just now using the bisection methods to solve the problem, and their process becomes very fast. মানে আগে আমার সাথে পিএইচডি করেছে স্ট্যাটে, ওদের প্রোগ্রাম দেখা গেছে রান করতে 4 দিন 5 দিন সময় লাগতো। সেখানে যখন একজন ম্যাথমেটিশিয়ান যে ওদের ওই লজিকটার মধ্যে বাইসেকশন মেথড অ্যাপ্লাই করেছে, দ্যাট মিনস আমার এক ফ্রেন্ড ম্যাথ থেকে যে স্ট্যাটে পিএইচডি করেছে, সো ও যখন ওখানে বাইসেকশনটা অ্যাপ্লাই করেছে, ওর সেই 4 দিনের প্রোগ্রাম 2 ঘন্টায় কনভার্ট হয়ে গেছে। দ্যাট মিনস 2 ঘন্টা রান করার পরে ওরা ভ্যালুটা পেয়ে যায়। সো বাইসেকশন মেথড এখনো অনেক ক্ষেত্রে দ্যাট ইজ ভেরি পাওয়ারফুল। But in the field of mathematics, when you have so many other methods, then it is compared to those methods, it is very slow. That's why we choose to have second method, because with the help of a straight line, it will reach to the root in a fastest time. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we are having a question. So the first question, it is your homework, because I just have shown a work, so I'm not going to do it again. I will not have time, so that is your homework. Please try it at home. So I'll give you the answer. The answer is there are 2 real roots. Okay, please practice it at home. So the next question comes as what? So in the exam, the question will be like this. That means in MCQ, the question will be also like this. I can give you 4 parts of the same question. Each of the parts will have 2. So this part, that means find the number of real roots, maybe 2. Then show that the root is in the interval atho, that maybe hold 1. Bisection method twice, that may hold 2. Then apply second method, that may hold 2. That means 2, 2, 2, 6, and 7. So that whenever you are going to have the whole equation together, it's a problem with the mark 7. But in MCQ, I'm just dividing those parts. So don't think that it's a huge big problem, so it will not come to the MCQ. No. So the first question is, you need to show that there is a real root in the interval of 0.8 to 1.6. How will I show that the root lies in the interval of 0.8 to 1.6? How will you show that the root is in the interval of 0.8 to 1.6?
মান দুইটা বসে চেক করলে হয়ে যাবে ম্যাম যে দুইটার গুণফল নেগেটিভ কিনা।
So go ahead. What is the value of f of 0.8?
ম্যাম 1.141
1.41 or 2?
ম্যাম 16 মানে একটু ধরা যায় ম্যাম।
2 ধরা যায় না, 2 ধরতেই হবে। 1.6, f of 1.6, what is the value?
-1.596 বা 597।
1.597. আমি একজনেরই রেসপন্স পাচ্ছি কেন বারবার? So as f of 0.8 into f of 1.6 is less than 0, that is 0.8 to 1.6 holds our real root. Done. So that is the answer of the first question. Next question is what? You need to apply bisection method twice. Twice means how many times? Twice means so usually for bisection method we can apply a table. If you want, you can go with the table or you can just keep it. It's up to you. But whenever we are doing or running the program, the table form is related or similar. That's why it's easier, or it's wise to know the table form. So A, B, C, f of A, f of B, and f of C. Then I need to check f of A into f of C. Then update. So the value of A is 0.8. The value of B is 1.6. We have already found out the value of f of A, which is 1.142 and minus 1.597. So C is equals to what? C is equals to A plus B by 2. So what is the value of A plus B by 2?
0.7
0.7. কিভাবে 0.7? 1.6 plus 0.8. So that is 2.4. 2.4 divided by 2 is
1.2 ম্যাম।
1.2. So what is the functional value of f of C? f of 1.2.
ম্যাম f of x জানি কি ছিল তো
f of x ছিল হচ্ছে 2 cos 2x plus 2 minus x.
ম্যাম f of 1.2 হবে ম্যাম -0.675।
Done. So we have a new point which is 1.2 and we get the value which is negative. So the root lies in where? 0.8 to 1.2 or 1.2 to 1.6? রুটটা কোথায় আছে?
0.8 to 1.2.
0.8 to 1.2. That means my new A should be what? 0.8, new B should be 1.2. So here in the table f of A into f of C, which is negative, isn't? So the condition says that if the value of f of A into f of C is negative, then B should be replaced with C. B should be replaced with C. So see, B is replaced with C, isn't?
Yes, ma'am.
So same process, continue. So A plus B by 2, so 0.8 plus 1.2, that is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so 1.0. So f of A, 0.8, that is the same value, 1.142. F of B, that is the value of f of C, that is minus 0.675. Now go with the value of f of 1. What is the value of f of 1?
0.168.
0.168. So that means I got the value of, so this is my new A, this is my new B, and this is my new C. So C is equals to 1.0, and we get that value which is positive. So what the root is? In between the interval of A to C or C to B?
C to B.
C to B. So that means in the new one, my interval is 1. The next point is 1.2. So here f of A into f of C is greater than 0. So condition says that when the value of f of C into f of A is 0, then A should be replaced with C. A should be replaced with C. So A is replaced with C. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have applied once and got the new value. I have applied twice and got the new value. So I need to apply bisection method twice. So yes, we have applied bisection method twice, and I need to have the new interval. So after applying bisection method twice, the new interval is what?
1.0 to 1.2.
The new interval that holds the root is 1.0 to 1.2. Answer. So the next phase, that applies second method on the new interval. Second method on the new interval to find the root correct to 2 dp. To find the root correct to 2 dp. So what is the formula? The formula is xn plus 2 is equals to xn plus 1 minus xn plus 2 minus xn plus 1 divided by f of xn plus 2 minus f of xn plus 1 into f of x n plus 2. Done? So we have the starting point. So x naught is equals to 1. Then we have the next point, which is x1. x1 is equals to 1.2. Have we applied the second method? No, these are just the boundary points. Just the boundary points. Then we are going to apply for the next time. So x2 should be equals to what? x1 minus x0 divided by f of x1 minus f of x0 into f of x1. So you can write the values of function values, f of 1.0, f of 1.2. In the previous table, you have already find the values, so no need to go ahead again. So f of 1 is equals to 0.168, and f of 1.2 was minus 0.675. So now go for the next one. So replace those values here. So x1 is 1.2 minus 1.2 minus 1 divided by f of x1 is 1.2. So minus 0.675 minus 0.168 into minus 0.675. So calculate and give me the value. The root should be correct to 2 dp. That's why all the values we have taken with 3 digits. So please be careful about this one.
It's 1.039.
9 পরে কি আছে?
98.
98 1.0398 তাহলে এটাকে যদি আমি 3 ডিজিটে কনভার্ট করি কি হবে?
1.040.
So that is 1.040. So you have applied second method once. So it doesn't matter you have applied once or twice because it says that you need to go to the root. That means your 4 digits should be same, your 2 digits should be same. So find the functional value of 1.04. The value is the functional value is
minus 0.015.
minus 0.015. All of you get the same value? All of you get the same value?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you calculate, what is the value you get?
One 1.036, ma'am.
1.036.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you stop here or I need to continue?
No, ma'am, enough for today.
Not today, the problem is solved. Because if we convert the previous value, the 2-digit value is 1.04. If we convert
ma'am,
this one, that is
1.04.
also 04. That means till 2 digits, the value matched. So you can stop here and you can say that the root of fx equals to 0 correct to 2 dp is 1.04. That says that you need to know when you should stop. So প্রত্যেকবারই ভ্যালু পাওয়ার পরে 2 ডিজিটে কনভার্ট করে দেখে নিবা যে আগের ভ্যালুটার সাথে ম্যাচ করেছে কিনা। যদি ম্যাচ করে তাহলে সেখানে তোমার শেষ। So that is the bisection method and second method. So on Monday you have a quiz. The quiz syllabus is till today's class, that means till second method. Till second method. So if you have any question, you can ask the question. Otherwise, you can take a leave.
Ma'am,
Miss, the
Yes.
quiz will be on Sunday?
Your class is on Sunday and Tuesday, isn't it? So yes, Sunday.
Yes, Miss. Okay, Miss.
ম্যাম আমাদের কি ম্যাথ ল্যাবে ম্যাম কিছু দেখানো হবে না ম্যাম?
দেখানো হবে নেক্সট ক্লাসে কুইজের পরে দেখিয়ে দিব। আমরা যে সেকেন্ড মেথড পর্যন্ত করেছি আমরা ওইটুক ওই দিন দেখিয়ে দিব।
আচ্ছা
সিলেবাসে যখন আছে অবশ্যই দেখানো হবে, না দেখে যাব কোথায়?
Miss, আমাদের কুইজ কি MCQ হবে?
Yes, MCQ.
ম্যাম রাফ
MCQ doesn't mean that the question will be like this, that is it a bisection method or something just with words? No, you need to solve the problems. Okay, as I said that the problems can have a single part, but you need to solve these problems.
ম্যাম কতগুলো কোশ্চেন থাকবে ম্যাম?
Maybe minimum 10.
টাইম কতক্ষণ দিবেন?
25 minutes. Same for all of you. That means all mathematics course. You must follow the schedule that the maximum time should be 25 minutes and number of questions should be minimum 8 to 10. Maximum there is no boundary. So minimum 8 to 10 questions should be there.